And by October 23rd, 2025, just this past Thursday, the demolition was complete. The East Wing of the White House, a structure with its own history and significance, was gone. So how did we get from announcement to demolition in just 8 months? By bypassing every normal safeguard. According to reporting, Trump's project bypassed the standard approval process for White House renovations. The White House began demolishing part of the East Wing despite not having construction approval from the federal agency that oversees such projects. The very same National Capital Planning Commission I mentioned earlier. Now, here's an interesting detail. Will Scharf, the White House staff secretary, currently chairs the NCPC. The commission is comprised of 3 Trump appointees, members of federal agencies, and D.C. representatives. So there's a clear conflict of interest in the oversight structure itself. It gets more concerning when we look at the secrecy surrounding the project. Some workers have signed non-disclosure agreements about the ongoing construction. The Treasury Department, which has offices that directly face the East Wing, instructed employees not to share photos of the demolition. Why the secrecy? Why the NDAs? If this project is being done properly, with appropriate oversight and following all the legal requirements, what's there to hide? Now, there are good reasons for NDAs, and they aren't that uncommon. However, given this administration's refusal to be transparent, these are legitimate questions. Remember that claim from the White House official that tearing down the East Wing was necessary because it would be cheaper and more structurally sound? Charles F. Blazes, a San Francisco-based architect known for preservation work, challenged that claim directly. He said, quote, "That may save you time, but it certainly isn't true that you can't strengthen existing structures and bring them up to current code performance. We do that all the time," unquote. Blazes went on to note what he found most surprising. Quote, "All this is happening so fast without time for any experienced or competent professional to actually do what's necessary on paper before they start work," unquote. Think about that. This isn't just about whether you can tear something down. It's about whether you should and whether you're following the proper process to make that determination. There are also serious engineering complications that don't seem to have been fully addressed. The East Wing substructure overlaps the White House service tunnels and hardened communication corridors built during the Truman reconstruction. This is likely to complicate foundation, isolation, and vibration control for any new structure. They aren't small details. These are fundamental engineering questions that typically take months or years to study properly, but in this case, the building was demolished before any of these questions could be adequately answered.